So we are back on the Toka Musik Podcast, and this time we're proud to announce the exclusive partnership with Pioneer DJ, where we're going to be featuring the best up-and-coming DJs and producers from the region. And today's special guest is Megatronic. Hello, Megan.
Hey, how are you?
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. As we usually do on Toka, please introduce yourself.
My name is Megatronic. I'm a culture producer, DJ, and a music artist.
Amazing. Can you tell us more about yourself? I know you're based in like most of your time, or the majority of your time, you come back and forth to Dubai.
Yeah.
You have plenty of projects you work on. What do you do? Tell us more about that.
I came to Dubai in 2016 on the 9th of December for a
9th of this. You know the exact date.
because it was a 2-week holiday.
Okay.
Which turned into a 7-year journey. I came here, I'll be honest, after quite an intense, traumatic situation. And I guess I came, like a lot of people like run away from something to something else. I don't think I was doing that actually.
You were based in the UK before that?
No, before I was in LA. Yeah, Los Angeles, which is basically the polar opposite to Dubai. Like the same place, but just different values.
Yeah.
And yeah, I came here, a friend of mine who I went to university with, who was at the time was working for Emirates on the air staff, was phoned me and was just like, I had this dream about you should come and see me. So I did. And I don't know, there was just something quite...
Booked a flight from LA to Dubai.
There was something quite potent about Dubai, like very unique and interesting.
Was it your first time?
Yeah, I've never been anywhere like this side of the globe, actually.
Okay.
I mean, I think at that point. Yeah,
I mean the Middle East.
The Middle East, like just in general, this direction,
Yeah.
this sort of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I came and just in that window of 2 weeks, quite a lot of things happened while I was here. And not like nothing negative, just all very positive. A lot of stuff that sort of reinstalled the value of community to me in a very short time. And it just kind of made me feel like I wanted to stay. Like I felt like there was more for me to see. And that's how it began.
Back in 2016, the scene was much different. Dubai was still
we're getting to that, but it wasn't even the scene actually, because at that point, I didn't come with like, yo, I'm a DJ or any of this stuff. I just came like, I'm Meg.
It was 3 years into your DJ career, because you started in 2013, right? When you started DJing,
sort of like
more
2012, I'd say.
Yeah.
I always had DJed, but I mean like taking it on a sort of professional level was like, so it was quite early doors. But I wasn't thinking, like when I got here, that was kind of like the last thing in my brain sort of thing. I got here because I just wanted it was like a breath of fresh air, like Dubai, which I'm sure people are like, fresh air, Dubai. Okay.
It's not the 9th of December. It could be a nice little fresh air break.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of like very weirdly. I just felt some sort of closeness to it quite immediately. So I stayed.
Okay. Wow.
Okay.
How do you feel like the music, the whole industry in Dubai has evolved since then? Because it's been quite a while. 2016, it was different.
It was so different. I mean,
were you involved in the music scene back from that period of time, or was it?
I think my involvement came a bit later, like 2018 is when I'd say that I honestly kind of stepped into it fully.
18.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, up to then I was DJing. Like from 2017 onwards, I was a DJ here. But
Where did you start?
My first gig in Dubai was in an Indian restaurant in JLT. I can't remember on Cluster B, the one that has Pizza Express on it.
I used to live in Cluster C.
Is it
C?
Yeah, or it had anyway. And I remember I went to the guy and I told him, I was like, I need a job sort of thing. And he was like, can you play Bollywood? And I was like, yeah, I can play Bollywood, don't worry.
Nice.
And then I went home that night and I just went in. I found a friend in London. He gave me loads of tips, like of certain tracks that are big in India and across Pakistan. And he was like, yeah, if you drop these, you'll have no problems.
Game changers, yeah.
And I did. And I actually really enjoyed that job, you know, because it was kind of like, it was a challenge, you know, it's just like, I'm going to step into it. And it's so funny because if I think about like what I was getting paid then, I was so gassed that I was getting, which means happy in London terms.
Yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, I'm making like money, you know, and it's kind of totally different now. And that was kind of like my early entry into the sort of the Dubai scene there. I mean, and it gradually, like every step after that was, like the next job after that was Cocktail Kitchen, which was also JLT.
Okay.
And that was a totally different vibe.
Yeah.
And I had to compete with like all the roster were male DJs. And they were kind of like, they just weren't like super welcoming at first because the guy who ran that, John Gillespie, he put me in like a prime slot, which kind of, you know, rubbed some of the guys who were already playing their noses in it. And I just really, again, stepped to the challenge because I was like, okay, I've really kind of got to really go in and like prove myself.
Yeah.
And it was a lot, all of these like, and I was very much here by myself. You know, I had like two people I went to uni with who lived here, but we were so different. Like they studied business. And you know, I did music, so there was already.
You studied music and
I did music and media production at university, so there was already like this.
Was it in LA? Or?
No, I did it. I did this in the UK.
In the UK,
in a place called Lincoln.
Okay, nice,
funny place.
Nice.
But yeah, so it was like, yeah, I mean, the first couple of years were very trying here. Actually, it really made me step up. Like I think. Up to then, I think I came here pretty cocky, to be honest. Like
it's good that you can say that about yourself. Like I came in and like that, and then how did it change?
I think I just had to like be realistic. I was like, no one knows you here, so of course nobody's gonna. It doesn't matter if you've got this glowing CV from like having this sort of 15-year music career. You know, before even DJing. You know,
had a band.
Yeah, I was in a band and a really quite successful one. But it didn't seem to matter. And also that wasn't really part of my like ethos here. I actually didn't want everybody to research. I wanted to start fresh. That's how I was feeling. I was just like, actually, this is a new version of me. So I don't need to delve into my history. Actually, I want to like, this is like Meg version 0.0, you know? You know, like, and like Megatronic was a new evolution for me. So yeah, I
Was it your name from the beginning, your DJ name?
No, my DJ name originally was Miss Meg at
Miss
first.
Meg, okay. That's so
and then
nice.
I realised how cheesy it was. And then Megatronic's like a nickname. It's like for when I was a kid, because I was always kind of heavily hand around with like quite a lot of boys. And I just wanted to do everything. And they would be like, no, you can't play football. No. And then I would just get angry and sort of play. And they'll be like, whoa, you're like half woman, half robot. And it was the time of like when you know the Transformers was a cartoon when I was growing up.
Okay.
So yeah, it just kind of was a play on words and it's just kind of stuck. So
are you big on cartoons?
Yeah, I used to be.
Do you like
but
comics?
but I know there's people that like are super big on it. I mean, there's I like to watch, but I'm not like I don't have figurines in my house. If that's what you mean.
Yeah, no. It's you did mention something about the band, the Black Cherry. It's called Black Cherry, right? Yeah. Can you tell me more about how the transition from you being in the band to you becoming? Why did you choose to become a DJ?
I'll be honest. I went through something with the band. We went through something quite traumatic.
Wow.
One of the members of my band died.
Oh, that's sad. Sorry about
that's
that.
okay.
Yeah.
It was so...
How long did you guys go on with the band?
We were together... I mean, really, the band was together for like 10 years.
10 years.
But
you guys were touring?
Yeah, but successfully, I would say 6 years.
6.
But yeah, I guess when that situation happened, for me, it broke my heart.
Yeah,
like,
obviously.
in a way that I can't ever explain to anybody, really. So I really just didn't want to make music anymore, you know. And at the time we had this agent called David Levy, who works from I think at the time was like quite a big deal for an agency called William Morris. And he gave me like a really great piece of advice. He was like, don't disappear. He goes, I know you're upset. And he
believed in your talent.
Yeah. And he was like, just like reconvert your energy into something else, you know, like, and he was like, why don't you try DJing? And at the time I did already have some DJ background, you know, with like playing vinyl really way back. And, you know, my brother used to DJ when we was kids, you know, in the house. So, you know, and I've always collected music. So it was kind of like a very natural transition. I think what kind of stressed me out a lot about DJing was I was playing other people's music. And I kind of thought, so bad, but I really at the beginning just didn't see it as an artistic expression.
Okay.
Because I'm like, but you're not even playing your own songs, you know?
Yeah.
So anybody that was like kind of inserted themselves into my life as, yeah, I'm a DJ, you know, I'm an artist. I'd just be like, bruv, you're not an artist, you know, you're...
Is it because you were part of a band and you understood? I think
so. And I, like just knowing the... Actually,
there's plenty of talented DJs that just basically don't produce.
Well, my views change on that now. You know, I've learned a lot. But also I do think, you know, because I had this music background, I think constructing a track, you know, I saw how it works. Yeah. And the mechanism that goes behind it, and then just playing something. It's different. But then I really took DJing serious and then realised actually there is an art form in it, you know, which I've learned now. And there's so much to say about curating a set and what you're going to play and how you work with the audience, you know. And somebody said something really good. Go on, sorry.
No. Keep.
Somebody said something like very important to me a long time ago, who watched me DJ, and it was kind of like, when you're DJing, like I can see your heart. And there was like a cartoon when I was a kid called the Care Bears, which was such a beautiful cartoon actually. Which
I love that you have your references from the cartoons.
Whenever they were like trying to do something good or show love, they would have these heart beam lasers that were shaped as hearts that will project onto you. Yeah. So you would say something and the Care Bear would listen. Yeah. And the way it would show you love with like this heart beam would come out. And this person was like, when you DJ, that's what comes out, and everybody's in the crowd and they're grabbing on to your beam and they're feeling that love. And I was like, that's such like a very like spiritual way to look at it. But actually it's very true because sometimes I feel like very exhausted after a DJ set, you know? And the more I looked at it that way, I was like, actually, this is really important because I'm curating like 3 hours of somebody's life after somebody might have had a very terrible day.
That's true.
You know, so
it's nice how you see it.
So there is art form to it. And actually when you start to really take it serious, you'll be surprised how like regional you get with it, you know, you're like, okay, you know, you'll put stuff in order. I know DJs that play by key, like, you know, like, so that's picking your set based on the key. That's what musicians do, classical trained musicians. So yeah, it's expanded so much actually. And I've learned to really love it but in an art form. Like I never did any of this creativity to be popular. Actually, it was never ever my intentions. It was just, this is something I'm good at, and I stepped into my power and acknowledged I was good at it. And I think that's when everything changed. And Dubai really was an important part of that change.
That's amazing. Yeah. And how has your music, like your music? I know you play mostly house music. Yeah. How's your, like, the music genres that you've been playing, how has it evolved? Have you been playing house music from the start? Were you influenced by other types of music genres? Yeah. How did it evolve?
I think house music's always been in my soul. It's been my core because that's the first sort of. I'm the youngest of like quite a big family, and my brother and sister used to rave a lot when I was a kid. And there's big gaps between us.
It's
my brother's 6 years, me and my sister's 10. So I really experienced them as a child coming back from clubs and being like, shh, don't tell mummy. You know, sneaking into. And they used to just play so much music to me as a kid. Yeah. But then I had, both my parents are African. My dad loved music, you know. So he would play Prince all the time when I was in the car. And then my mum loves to dance. So I think I went through a lot of different musical styles, but house has always been the core, you know. But when I was in the band, I really was obsessed with indie music.
Yeah.
You know, I used to love Blur, Oasis, like Block Party, like bands like that. So I think it always changes all the time. Like, it's really funny, like when I'm sort of by myself, like I love jazz.
Okay.
You know, like I love listening to it. I love how confused.
Do you have a favorite instrument? What's your favorite instrument?
Right now, I'm very much obsessed with the trumpet.
Trumpet.
Yeah. Just think, I'm telling you,
it's
like
a sexy instrument.
It's just sexy. If there's a trumpet on the song, you're like, yep.
Yeah.
I'm about it.
I've never seen someone who doesn't like the trumpet.
I mean, and if they do, I don't trust you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just one of them instruments that I think because it's soul. You know, the trumpet literally can be really like dramatic, but also it can sound like it's talking about love, or it can be hectic. Like it has that. So yeah, it's just one of them instruments. Whenever I hear it, it's very like I actually play so much stuff with trumpets on it.
Yeah.
It's like 90% of my set, I'm like trumpet. Yes.
Nice. Let's go back to FanFest. We've mentioned FanFest. Can you tell me more about that project? I know it's dear to your heart, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's something that
the start. Well, what's the main goal from that? And is it a festival? Is it a collective? Is it an agency?
I mean, FanFest evolves every year.
Okay.
Like right now, we are calling ourselves a hybrid festival, but we're also a creative agency, which is a title that we've kind of.
And you represent female artists.
We represent female artists, but it doesn't mean that we are not interested in male energy.
Nice.
You know, it's
I like that.
It's kind of it's more directive of creating a unified message about how we want to move forward in the world. Nothing we do is to not include people. Everything we do is to include.
Okay.
And it's to create a safe space for everybody to understand. And I think for us, when we started this, or when I started this, you know, the plan really was to meet people. And because I did feel like, I think in 2016, Dubai was very strongly on this like, you're a girl narrative still to me. Oh, you're a female DJ. Cool. We need female DJs. And I kind of just was like...
Did it progress? I'm pretty sure it's progressed a lot. There's a lot of plenty of female artists.
Yeah, but also just dropping the word female, you know, it's about time. It just gets kind of like what I'm trying to say is like, I can acknowledge that I'm a woman, yes, but I didn't want that to be the basis of why I get picked for a job.
Yeah.
And that's what I was experiencing in that early sort of time that I was here.
Did it change?
Yeah, I think, I mean, it's still got a lot more work to be done, but it's getting there. And I think because the level changed, there's no disrespect to anybody back in 2016. I'm just saying the quality of DJs here it's like got so much better.
Nice.
And I think it's because people started to take it serious.
Okay.
I think before it was kind of like, there was a lot of people that did it as hobbies. There was a lot of influencers that were like, I DJ. And I'm just like, do you?
That I totally understand.
Yeah, I'm like, that's not DJing. That's posing behind a set of decks.
Yeah.
And everybody can push the crossfader across, you know. So I think some people saw it, took it serious. I'll be honest, like, there's certain female DJs that I think helped worldwide to change that narrative. That kind of were like sort of bigger artists that help young ladies or people who identify themselves as females coming up to be like seen, you know. And there's plenty of names, you know. It's like Peggy Goo, Honey Dijon, Natasha Diggs, Bless Madonna, like all of these people kind of like
big names.
Jada G,
yeah,
like Carissa, like over the like these, I'd say what 2016, how many years are we? Is that 7? Yeah. Over the 7 years, you've seen this influx. And these girls, all of them women, all bosses. Like they're not, they're none of them, like they might have started getting picked based on how they look, but they've definitely surpassed that. They're all incredible tastemakers, DJs, activists. And I think that's what was needed because there wasn't strong role models at the time.
Also Nicole Mudabber, she's also Lebanese, and I know her story, her come up is incredible from back when in Lebanon and how she didn't move to the UK and she got picked by Carl Cox. And it's
there's
beautiful.
Sama, there's Tala Mortada.
Yeah, Tala Mortada,
so I've said her name, but she's like a really good friend. And actually, I watched her Boiler Rooms and wanted to be her friend. And that's the truth. Like, we're homies. I'm sure if she goes back through her Instagram messages, that's how come. Yeah,
you guys are friends now.
Yeah,
she runs one of the biggest clubs in Beirut.
And I've been to Beirut, but
you played there.
I haven't played in Beirut, but I've been there.
Okay,
and it's an incredible, like, place. It's got so much soul.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, so basically, when I was here, I looked at these people, and then what happened is that I started to delve into, I was like, okay, you've got all of these English, UK, Canadian, but surely there must be some girls in the region that are of these type of levels as well. And then then it started to begin like this, what are we on, 2018, 4, 5, your journey of like, okay, I'm going to research, I'm going to find people. And it wasn't just house actually, it was like, it started to delve into like hip hop, R&B. I found, I'm really bad at pronouncing names, so forgive me, Nori, the girl that just did Boiler Rooms.
Okay.
With her dad played Oud.
Okay, yeah.
I'm saying her name wrong.
Beautiful.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, beautiful set. I've seen it.
Yeah, so, you know, like I remember we did this is during COVID, we did like a digital FemFest and we had her play the digital FemFest and she created this amazing set where she's got all these visuals behind. It was like insane and people came to our Sakal sitting like 6 meters from each other and watched and danced in their spot. So, you know, so then once I started to dive into like the same sort of level of DJs here in the region, then I was just like, oh wow, there's stuff going on. You know, so then FemFest was created like 2019. Originally it was 2018 and it was called Female First Sessions. And then by 2019, FemFest, which was a festival out of the original platform, came about. And then eventually, you know, I kind of killed Female First Sessions and FemFest carried on. And then from like 2020 onwards, I started to work with Stavros, who had a platform called Project Tahadna. And he created, his project was all about elevating women from the Swana region in the visual like world. So there we were. I was like, okay, I've got this music sort of festival and you've got this. And we just combined and then it became what it is now. Now it's a force, you know. And yeah, it's just evolved in such a way. And every year we're like, oh, we're so tired, we're not going to do it. And then we do it. And it's...
did you do an event recently or is it coming up?
We did it on the 11th of November.
How was it?
It was incredible. We did the 12-hour day. We did from 3 p.m.
Was it a monkey bar?
Yeah, but the whole thing was at the 25-hour hotel.
Oh, wow.
So we started with panels and workshops, which is always the essence of our... So you learn... So our platform is about education, and raving. Like,
Nice.
that's how we kind of put it.
Nice.
So during the day, there was like amazing workshops and panels, which started from 3 p.m. and then from 7 p.m. till 3 a.m. was the night time. So yeah, it was a 12-hour day.
Nice.
For me, Stavros, it's probably like a 17, maybe 24-hour day. It was a long day, but it was great.
That's amazing. It's beautiful to see you're also giving back to community in a way.
Yeah, that's very important.
That's super important. You also, on top of FanFest, you have Megatronic Management. You also you represent DJs as well, right?
I represent artists actually, not DJs.
Not just DJs. Okay.
No, I don't. To be honest, I haven't got any DJs on my roster.
Okay.
The management company ethos is I keep on saying we. The management company is me by myself.
Yeah.
I do have somebody that I work with as like an assistant.
Okay.
Who's incredible, Kels. She does a lot of work, bless her. But it was another idea I had during COVID, and I just really only concentrate on managing artists who are POCs, people of colour. And I generally pick artists that are from backgrounds that are not being given the right access in the music industry.
Right platform, yeah.
Yeah, so like one of my artists is like UK Latin. Then I had another artist who's like Irish African.
Mm-hmm.
Like just kind of, I'm just all about the underdog, basically. That's
amazing. No, I love that. I'm all about the underdogs. That's amazing. I mean, who's your earliest influence? Like, who do you think influenced you the most in your career? Because obviously to have all these, you have all these initiatives, and then you were in a band, you moved to become a DJ, honestly, then you represent other artists.
My dad.
Nice.
I would say. Like, I remember when you sent me the questions, and one of the questions was like, if you could have
coffee with someone, who would it be?
Yeah, I would have it with my dad, straight out. Like, my dad's passed away.
I'm sorry about
it's
that.
fine.
Yeah.
Passed away like maybe 14 years ago now, but
okay.
He really maneuvered through life in such a charming and honest and constructive way. And I think I only realized that when I got older and started to maybe like replicate some of the stuff that he did. Mm-hmm. And honestly, my dad worked so hard for just to be somebody of worth and purpose. And I think for me, we're doing very different things, but I think the alignment is very much there. He was a businessman as well as a father, as well as an individual, and I think that I can see a lot of myself now in my dad. And it's I've learned so much while I've been here. Like, he's definitely taught me how to be a businesswoman, which is something. Before I was like, I'm a creative, and like that was my vibe. And I'd be like, yeah, but like actually you have to learn the other side of it as well. Yeah. It's important. Or you're always going to feel like you're not valued. Yeah. And I think that was something I learned from my dad for sure. And yeah, he just lived life very fully. Mm-hmm. He smiled a lot. He laughed a lot, even during very difficult times. And against all odds, he came to the UK in like the 50s, where it really wasn't very welcoming. I mean, it's still not the most welcoming place, but back then it was like a whole new level. He never installed any of that sort of stuff into us. This is no doubt that I don't have an incredible mum as well, but I'm just saying, like, and I think that's, as I've got older and really understand like how the world sees and devalues people that look like me and you, mm-hmm. That's insane that I grew up with somebody that didn't, like, just, as I said, the Care Bears again, like, just love constantly, but love through progression. Yeah. Like, this is not, everything that's happening to you, to us, to our people, is not for us to stop progressing, because that's the only way. And I don't want to say we're going to win, because it's not about winning.
It's not about winning.
It's actually it's the only way we're
to live.
To live, yeah. And I think, he was just so I never saw my dad angry. And I saw some mad stuff happen to my dad. Never got angry, never let that type of emotion control a decision. And I think there's some value in that.
That's a lot to learn from.
And there was a lot of times that I'm like, you should kick off right now. You know what I mean? This person's an idiot. They deserve whatever you want to give. Yeah. No, he was charming. That's beautiful. So yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful. To be honest, it's nice to see how influential it was. The story, it's touching. Now let's switch it up a bit. We're gonna go through some of the 14 facts questions, ask you a bit of some other stuff as well. So if you had a superpower, what would it be and why?
I thought about this one a lot.
Yeah?
I think it's called telekinesis.
Whoa, I've never heard of that. You need
telekinesis. Wait, I'm scared that somebody's going to be like, she's talking nonsense. It's the ability to read.
We've had many artists that said that, and I always say, if you can read someone else's mind, right?
Yeah.
Then what's your journey? You would know everything.
It's there just selfish.
There would be no challenge. You know.
I think also
no challenge.
No, but then I thought about that, and then I was like, actually, scrap that. I would love to be able to fly because I don't like flying.
Yeah.
Like I get very nervous on planes.
What about teleportation? You know,
it's too quick.
Too quick. You want to have the journey of Superman.
I like being in the clouds.
Yeah.
Like when I'm up there, it's great. But as soon as that thing starts to shake, I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. So I think the ability to fly would be incredible. I agree with you. I thought about the telekinesis.
Yeah.
And then I remember
Dr. X.
Yeah. No, but X-Men, Jean Grey.
Okay.
She ends up, her mind blows her up because she hears too much stuff.
Exactly.
And I already feel like there's some voices in my head.
It's a double-edged sword.
I don't need to hear what everyone else is thinking. So I've thought of that at first, and then I was like, nah, I would like to be able to fly.
Nice.
That would be cool.
That would be amazing.
Right?
To fly. Yeah. Instead of teleportation, it's nice to change it to flying.
Yeah.
Since you mentioned X-Men, if you had the chance to do a film score from any movie, which movie would you choose and why?
Oh, wow. There was a film many years ago called Virgin Suicides.
Okay.
Sorry, it sounds dark. It actually is kind of a dark film, but the soundtrack for that movie...
What's the genre of the film? Is it thriller, crime?
Oh,
I've never watched it.
I think it's, I guess, I don't know if it's a thriller. It's kind of like, it's a story with a tragic ending.
Okay.
So, but it's not... I don't know. Yeah.
Does it keep you at the edge of your seat?
Yeah. I wouldn't say the edge of your seat.
No?
It keeps you engaged.
Okay.
It's a beautiful movie. It's incredibly shot. And I remember listening to the soundtrack to that movie by a band called Air.
Beautiful.
It wasn't even that. It's just beautiful. It's just so directive of every moment in the film that when you listen to the soundtrack independently, you are watching the film in your head as you play it. So I think for me, I would want to make something that's a drama, like not a drama because then that sounds like a soap, but like just like a very beautiful piece of film where it's like, where then there's a good storyline, there's a solid narrative. I don't like thrillers, horror movies, nah. It has to be like a beautiful piece of, like stuff that you see in cinema, I'll kill. Like real movies.
I've seen one movie there. It was an indie Lebanese movie. Super nice.
Yeah, stuff like that. Because even Virgin Suicides was like a big movie. It still kind of was very sort of like, the story feels like an indie film, because it's about these I think there's 5 sisters that live in a part of America that end up doing something crazy because their parents are so intense. So it's an amazing. It's by Francis Coppola's daughter. I forgot her name. Yeah, the guy who made Godfather. His daughter made that film.
Godfather?
The girl who made Virgin Suicides
is this the daughter of the guy?
I think she's the granddaughter
of the person who directed The Godfather.
Yes.
She must be
Yeah. I
good.
really hope, fact check me, I hope that's right. But yeah.
Nice. Wow. I'm gonna watch the
Watch
movie.
it and then text me.
Yeah. So now a bit about work ethic and how you do your thing, because you also produce music.
Yeah.
You released a couple of releases, and you also have your recent release, Black Joy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Really like that one.
Thank you.
What is one pro ethic that you would recommend to the people watching this podcast? You know, podcast.
Wake up early and start your day.
I think waking up early is super important.
Yeah.
I always start my day 2 hours before my actual, I go from 9 to 5 to the office and I work. But then when I realize that I can actually wake up 2 to 3 hours earlier and do the things that I want to do, from journaling, reading a book, and then working on Toka, my other endeavors, it made a massive difference.
I mean, look, this is my ethos, and it doesn't mean that it works for everybody, but I really believe, like, start early and don't finish late, you know?
Nice.
Because I, like, from somebody who's in the nightlife and also likes to see stuff in the morning. I'm not a DJ that sleeps during the day.
Yeah.
And then gets up when it's dark again.
That's true. Yeah.
Doesn't work for me. And I just don't think it's good.
You value sleep. Sleep is everything.
But I don't think it's good to, like, if you DJ till 6 a.m. and you get home and then you sleep till noon, I can understand that.
Yeah.
But like sleeping till 6 the next day, I can't live in a world where I don't see light. And it doesn't work for me. And I just know my best work.
Light is everything. If you get 10 minutes of sunlight when you wake up, your entire energy change.
It's always when I dress the day from early.
Yeah.
You know, and I like to, I'm frequently down for napping. I like a little occasional meditative sleep. And I think, these are the things, like waking up early. Please look after your health. Actually, your mental health, your physical health are very important. I realize when I work out, and I'm not saying that gym's not for everybody, so it doesn't, when I say work out,
run, go for a jog.
Walk.
Yeah, walk.
Just walk. Like,
make sure you set a goal for that walk, like, and finish it. No need to.
Like cycling, whatever makes you just have this moment of being with yourself for the first hour of your day, for me, just kind of really like sets my day. I find when I procrastinate, and I'm not talking like when I give myself a day off, I'm just saying when I wake up and I'm just like, meh, like it just, like by the evening, it's even worse how I'm feeling. So yeah, I just like get out there, spend time with yourself, man. You're cool.
That's true.
Like, you know,
that's true. I love that you bring a lot, like waking up, health, fitness. I've been too focused on that this year. You know, my health, my fitness, my mental health. Yeah. And I've set some goals and I've achieved them, and now I started running. Yeah. I also, you know, like I give everything the time it needs, and on the long run.
Like what you said there, I give everything the time it needs. That's
and I
most
always,
perfectly saying.
Yeah, and I always don't, whenever I say in my head, I don't have time for that, but I do have time for everything.
You do.
I can have time to work on my side business, go to my job, work out, have a little bit of, you know, just watch the movie or whatever, spend time with my girlfriend, whatever. And I have time to do all of that. Yeah. You can always plan your day. Start it early, end it early.
You know, fundamentally, all we just keep on telling each other, it's just love.
Yeah.
You know, it's like love for you.
Love yourself first.
Love for you.
And
love
know how to love yourself.
And just love others. Like, and once you just, it's so cheesy, but once you start this like journey of just like, yeah, man, I love you. Like, and I love me. And then, it's like even just saying that now, my whole body just went like that. Yeah. Like I felt it. Yeah. And like everybody in this room right now, yeah, man, gratitude, love you all. Yeah. Spending time with me, I'm telling you my story, like, and I think that's it. Like, we're so like we just got to get out of our heads a bit.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
and just move forward like
that's true.
on a journey of love.
Yeah. No, speaking of that, I wanted to say first, I love how you bring it back to love. It's a very nice thing and a reference. But what are 3 tracks that you actually love and that actually maybe got you into electronic music?
Oh wow, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I should have researched that one.
Maybe albums. You can say
But
albums,
electronic
'cause
music, you kind of mean like sort of house sort of thing.
House, yeah.
Wow, that's deep. Oh my God, I'm so bad with names as well. There's like, okay, first one, Baby D,
Okay.
Let Me Be Your Fantasy. And that's only because the first time I proper went clubbing, I was 17 years old and I went to a club called Camden Palace, which is now called Coco. And that was what was playing.
Okay.
So for me, it's cheesy now, but it's so big. I think the second one would be Groove Armada.
Nice.
Super styling. Just such a like, and it ain't house actually, it's just like, it's a mashup like of a couple of different sort of, it's kind of got a reggae like vocalist in it, and then it's just like a big song, but it never fails to make everybody dance. I've never seen a song that, and everyone knows the words, so you know it, you can't, but if I played it, you'll be like, oh yeah, I've heard this song.
Yeah.
So it's just, it's like, I feel like it's like 20 years old, that song as well, and it's still relevant. And then probably Candy Staton, You Got the Love.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And because honestly, what it says, like sometimes I feel like for
love. Yeah.
No, but just that opening.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like
I
throw
feel my hands up in the air.
I know I can count on you. What? That's deep. And you got a crowd of ravers like singing that.
Every time this song comes on, it's
feel
a
it.
gem.
It's a gem, like, and if you know anybody, and they keep on remixing it.
Yeah.
It just got remixed again recently.
Yeah.
So yeah, that just tells you if you make us
are these good remixes?
No.
Yeah, because for me, I have a theory if there's like a gem like this song, or for me at least the Daft Punk songs.
Yeah.
Do not touch these. Keep them as they are.
The last good remix of it or re-edit was Florence and the Machine.
Yeah.
Like she completely reopened this track to a lot of younger people.
Yeah.
And it still just has like if you listen to the whole lyrics of it, it's really beautiful. Yeah. And whenever it's sung, people smile. Like when you say the word love, it makes your mouth move.
Yeah.
Just remember that. No one says love with an angry face.
Yeah.
They're like, I love you. It's not like that, is it? It's
but
like,
have you met Lebanese?
I love you.
Have you met Lebanese moms? I love you, right?
Voila. Yeah. But it's just one of the things you naturally smile. Yeah.
Nice. That's I love that.
That's a challenge, everyone. Try and say I love you with an angry face. It don't work.
It works with some, you know. It's a character. No, but it's true. Now a bit back to obviously because we are partnering up with Pioneer. Mm-hmm. We know how influential Pioneer has been for the DJ industry, and we want to know your story with Pioneer. What's your favorite gear? How did they influence your career in a way? Because you know they've they revolutionized DJ tech.
Yeah, for sure.
We would love to know your story about that.
The first decks that I ever played on Pioneer,
CDJ 100s.
I think I want to say it was 2003. I'm trying to remember which ones they were, but I know
were they rectangle or were they like
they were kind of like this. Oops, sorry. Like the edge of them was like this, but they were like there were CDJs. Like you actually put CDs into them.
My first pair of CDJs were the 1000s. With the CD, you put the CDs as well.
What? Oh wait, was that the one with the little screen?
Yeah, the little screen.
Yeah, I think I used them as well. Yeah. But yeah, it's so funny.
No record box, nothing. Yeah,
oh my God,
old.
no.
Yeah.
That record box literally, I feel like record box is like 4 years old for me.
No, it's been quite, I don't know how old it is, but but it helped a lot, you know?
But I grew up DJing without that.
Same.
And the mixes
Yeah.
were terrible. No, really.
Yeah. I was bad.
I sucked. But my first sort of, I mean, Technique 1210s, Pioneer, they aren't they a Pioneer as well? Turntables.
They do.
Yeah,
turntables.
so actually
Yeah.
my first experience was not CDJs, it was
They were-
turntables.
Okay.
That's how I started. And FYI, disclaimer, I'm not a vinyl DJ. I really want to be, but
I love how you just say there's some
No.
DJs just say like, yeah, I can or whatever.
Nah,
no, you
I
just
can.
need to. You just
I can,
it's such
but-
a different art form.
yeah,
It's
but when I
stuff,
see vinyl
you know?
DJs that actually can,
yeah,
I can't. Like,
Nice.
I'm not as skilled as that. Like,
Okay.
I'm learning and I'm taking more time with it because it's an art form that I
It's
think is
tough,
beautiful.
yeah.
But honestly, I've seen so many DJs where it's like, literally, it's like they're making a cup of tea. Like, that's how skilled they are.
Because they
And I'm not
they
talking about
started on it. They
scratch
didn't
DJs.
have the resource.
Yeah.
Like they just had the vinyls, and they had to just
Yeah.
and respect to their like the time and effort they put into it.
I mean, I've got a lot of vinyl
Yeah.
and I can play it, but I would never claim that I'm a vinyl DJ. I think that's very cocky to say that because there's people that actually,
Yeah.
that's their art form. Like, I can do it. I'm not saying that I can't, but
Yeah.
like, no, I'm telling you, man, I've been blessed to see some DJs. I've seen DJs on 45s, like where the actual vinyl
Yeah.
bit is that
Yeah.
small.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
and they
Bravo.
scratch, you know,
and but they're bridging.
yeah.
Like, anybody who listens to Record Box now, I beg of you, who plays a Record Box, I beg of you to spend one day DJing in your house. Don't do it in a club because you'll never get work again. And just not cover both your screens and just do everything
Yeah.
by ear.
That's how I started. Yeah,
It's
but
that-
I don't know how to DJ on vinyl.
I can do it. I mean, I make a point of like,
It takes too much time.
yeah, I mean, Pioneer, I love you guys. I love the progression. I have to admit the CGJ's 3000s scare me a little bit.
it's
Like
an incredible.
the iPad size screen
Yeah.
is a lot. In a dark club, I'm like, what is this like? You know, and it's taken me a while.
We're gonna clip that. What is this?
It's like on my tech list, it still very much says the 2000s. MK Mark 1. Look at me, Neyman. Yeah. I'm still a big fan of
You're
that
gonna
one.
DJ on the CJ
Yeah, no,
2000s
I can
now.
do it,
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah.
just like
It's a computer.
it's a
insane.
computer. And I love tech. Like I'm one of them. I'm one of them people. I'm into tech. I like it. So I want to learn. But when they first came out, obviously, it was during COVID. So like people weren't playing in clubs, and there was this moment where they couldn't get them everywhere.
Yeah.
And then there was a couple of clubs that had it, and then I remember the first booking I got, and I was like, "What is this?" But you know, you can't tell anybody because you're the DJ. You can't be like, "Yo, bro, like, what's this?" And they did send me the tech spec,
Yeah.
but I didn't like look at it. And I remember I had to get the guy. I was like, "How do I search?" And he was like, "It's here." I was like, "What is going on?" But I mean, now I kind of like him, but it's taken me, a minute. I wish that every time, actually, Pioneer, that you drop something. I'm sure I'm on your mailing list. I would just love to get a video that just talks me through it.
Yeah.
But
Have
yeah.
you seen these? You know, I used to always look at these DJ tech reviews and whatnot, and Pioneer DJ used to do these series of when they invite a big DJ and where they test out the new gear. And I still remember the James Zabila DJ when I think he did the CDJ 2000s. Mark II. I don't remember which one. They were the silver CDJs.
Yeah.
Incredible. Like, I used to love these series, but this video of James, do you know James Zabila?
I feel like I know the name, but
incredible DJ. He's the best DJ I've seen behind the decks. The
oh
way
wait, is he
uses-
the guy who's got like
he's
sort of blonde
blonde,
hair?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
He does mad stuff.
Yeah,
like
he
that.
has his iPad. He plays. He
But
records himself.
he's the sort of DJ that something like that.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Yeah, he likes.
he's so
he
like,
embraces the
well,
tech,
because
but he uses everything.
I was just gonna say that
Yeah.
he uses every part of
Yeah.
it. Whereas I'm like, I'll be honest, I just now started to use cues because now I'm playing on a bigger level. and like this sort of like really
hot cues, you mean?
yeah,
You said
yeah.
the hot
Like
cues.
I never
Yeah.
used to use that because I'm kind of like, I love DJing where I explore the songs while I'm DJing. You know, like some DJs rehearse and like they mark everything out. I find if I do that, I never do it.
Yeah.
But just recently, because I've been playing like supersized venues, I've been exploring it.
You did Defected, right?
I did Defected.
How was that?
Defected was
Dubai.
insane.
Yeah.
I just did Soho Gardens of Kind of Music.
Okay.
That was
Mad, right?
mad. Earlier this year, I did the Love Parade in Berlin, which
Oh,
is like
that must have been amazing.
80,000 people. So I'm like, I might need to start planning my sets. Like, can't blag it anymore.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so I mean, the technology is cool. I wish, my problem is having time to sit with the technology, you know, but that's not a bad problem to have.
That's true. That's true. So, since you mentioned your shows, your releases, can you tell us about your upcoming releases? What plans, what projects you have for the near future, and also tell us a fun fact about yourself that most of your followers don't know.
Okay, next year I've wrote a load of songs and they're all very different. They're not some are house, some are broken beats, some are just like love songs. Some are other people featuring on songs I've produced.
Yeah.
So next year you're going to get like a very big, broad selection of music from me. And you're going to be like, is she okay? I'm fine. I'm just feeling myself and all my many personalities.
So you express your emotions. You can
Yeah.
express this through music. It's love.
Yeah, it's love. And then in terms of touring, I do have some big news coming. I have got a couple of I'm in the making of setting up a US tour. And then I have maybe a bigger tour in the summer supporting somebody, but I will let you know closer to the time.
You'll be the main support act of the tour.
Yeah, with a big DJ.
Amazing.
But nothing's confirmed yet, so I don't want to jinx myself.
Yeah.
But so that's the plan. So just follow me. I'll keep you informed.
Nice.
Fun fact that people don't know. Before I did music, I played football, actually, on the professional level.
Did you play D1?
I played like soccer, if you're American. Yeah, I played football and I played for Arsenal under 16s. So I was 16.
You're an Arsenal fan?
Yeah.
Sorry for you.
And yes.
I feel sorry for you.
Yeah, I played.
I follow.
That was I wouldn't say my first love, but that was also something I was very good at.
I have a lot of friends that are Arsenal fans. I love you guys.
And they're great people.
Yeah.
Funny, charming.
They're so loyal. It's insane.
Yeah. I grew up right near the stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can, from my mum's house still, you can hear it.
Yeah.
Like, you can hear us winning.
Nice. Nice. They're doing well now, though.
They're always doing well.
Yeah. Hope they still go for, they get the championship.
But that's my fun fact. So if you ever want to play, I'm down. I love playing sports. I'm competitive.
Amazing. You're gonna be recording a set for us.
Yes.
What are the listeners gonna? What should they expect from that set?
It's going to be fun and interesting, and I've got a couple of different sort of ideas, but I'm not.
Are you gonna play some exclusives?
I didn't think of that, but I can do.
Yalla.
I feel like this stuff
the
needs
honesty.
to be mastered. I didn't think of that at all. Now I'm like, that could be
that
great
could be
idea.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, there's a couple of tracks that are on that I kind of frequently drop into sets. But it will be worldly.
Amazing.
There you go.
Megan, was a pleasure. I loved
Thank you.
speaking to you. Before I finish, I want to tell you that we've met previously.
Okay.
Do you remember the Fido Soul Records showcase at Art Dubai?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Batch is a very good friend of mine.
Yeah.
You remember the photographer that fell on stage?
That fell on the stage.
No, they fell from the stage. It was shooting and that fell. You don't remember that?
No.
That was me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I hurt myself. I was.
Oh, no way.
That's when I met you initially, but you guys were DJing.
Yeah, I put that party on actually. Art Dubai every year gives me the keys to Art Dubai to program. I think every year they're really happy, but also very shocked.
Well, Just wanted to put that in.
Oh, well,
just so,
I hope you're good.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
Nice seeing you again. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Megan.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So before we end this episode, we want to just remind you to make sure to follow us on all socials, Instagram. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like this video, give us a comment if you liked it. And Megan, where can they follow you?
You can follow me in your dreams. No, I'm joking. Megatronic UK on Instagram. I think that's probably the best.
Amazing. Great.
Yeah.
Yalla, we're looking forward to your set.
Adjust your settings to the rhythm of my voice. Relax your mind as you let the beat take control. Feel your body adapt and move in time. Your energy spikes as the music enters your bloodline. You slowly accept that you're a slave. You're a slave to the dance floor cause you love to rave. So you close your eyes, you wish those worries away. Cause this is a safe space where nobody knows your name. Reflect, reject the noises from the outside world. Cause you can't let people ruin your soul. You've engaged with your spirit, your weekend warrior is free. You are alive, and there's nothing that can stop thee. Adjust your settings to the rhythm of my voice. Relax your mind as you let the beat take control. Feel your body adapt and move in time. Your energy spikes as the music enters your bloodline. You slowly accept that you're a slave. You're a slave to the dance floor cause you love to rave. So you close your eyes, you wish those worries away. Cause this is a safe space where nobody knows your name. Reflect, reject the noises from the outside world. Cause you can't let people ruin your soul. You've engaged with your spirit, your weekend warrior is free. You are alive, and there's nothing that can stop thee. Reflect, reject the noises from the outside world. Cause you can't let people ruin your soul. You've engaged with your spirit, your weekend warrior is free. You feel alive, there's nothing that can stop you. much pain for me to digest. What we want to do to each other, we leave scars and pains upon our chests. What we fight for, nothing makes sense. So it's just easy. I close my eyes and I fade away, and I pray for hope. I hope that one day we can move forward on our journey of just love. So I live in hope.
You know, a lot of people ask the question, where did soul first originate? I want to tell you, and this you can put in your pipe and smoke it. Soul came from a little church on the hill way back in the country. A little black preacher with a black congregation. That's where soul started. Now I'm gonna give you now my version of true, unadulterated, pure, granulated soul.
The ability to create the life that you want, the life you envision to your happiness. Evident, clear in the intent by doing, working, cultivating, executing. Call on what you envision. Envision what your happiness is. Sacrifice things that you want, the things that you need. Take the steps, cleanse your space. Let it go. Let it go now. Get what you give. Believe that. Ask and you shall receive. Spark it up. Illuminate the world. Inspire. Motivate. Cultivate. Let it go. Let it go now. Get what you give. Believe that. Ask and you shall receive. Sacrifice things that you want, but things that you need. So ask yourself, do you deserve it? Hell yeah. Envision what your happiness is. If you don't make a plan, life will make a plan for you. I will create. I will build and build till the wheels fall off. Sacrifice. Things that you want, but things that you need. Manifest. Take the steps. Cleanse your space. Illuminate the world. Inspire. Motivate. Cultivate. Let it go. Let it go now. Get what you give. Ask and you shall receive.
tribulates, the best communicates. Fire, you are fire one day. Heavenly clouds open above your head. Beauty, gorgeous, black joy, it suits you.
Don't you know what the world has got to offer you? The way you look at me, the way I look at you. The day you got to me, the night I got to you. I'm feeling crazy daily, daily. Don't you know what the world has got to offer you? The way you look at me, the way I look at you. The day you got to me, the night I got to you. I'm feeling crazy daily, daily. Don't you know what the world has got to offer you? The way you look at me, the way I look at you. The day you got to me, the night I got to you. I'm feeling crazy daily, daily. Don't you know what the world has got to offer you? The way you look at me, the way I look at you. The day you got to me, the night I got to you. I'm feeling crazy daily, daily.